In barrel racing, Stephanie Fryer came in first gal out, but she was quick, 14:02.
Yeah, fastest run we've seen so far, Jeff, and a good pace right now. She takes the lead so far in this round. Nice run for Stephanie.
Lives out there in Midland, Odessa Country, Big Spring, Texas, and here comes a past world champion as Mary Berger gets set. Rare Fred is his registered name, and he carried her to the world title back in 2006, and he's always fun to watch.
Well, Mary hit a barrel last night, so picked up the 5-second penalty. You rarely see this horse make any mistakes. So we'll see if Fred can make it up. Tough round, 14-2 100ths is in the lead, 14-8 100ths. Tara Bynum is right behind her. So Mary Berger has some trouble on the third barrel right there. You can see Fred kind of went on autopilot, so she picks up a 5-second penalty. We've been seeing that quite a bit last night and tonight so far.
There's a look at the world standings. Coming into round number 2, here comes Brenda Mays.
Boy, just barely gets by that first barrel, Jeff. Picks that inside foot up twice now. Jethro is firing. Tough round, as we've talked about, 14-2 100ths. Watch the clock. Oh, it's close. 14-14 100ths. That puts her third in the round right now.
Right to Inessa Self, lives in Valley View, Texas. First time she's been in Las Vegas. We talked about how tough it is on these barrel racers, especially your first Wrangler NFR. Full speed down that tunnel, blind right into that first barrel.
Yeah, you're going full blast. Not a big arena, so everything's coming very fast, especially that first barrel. As Inessa gets around that third and final turn, clean, and Dylan, he's headed to the money. 14-24 100ths. That ties her now for 4th and 5th in this round, but a lot of tough horses left.
Shelly Murphy next to go. Now, if you're an auto racing fan, kind of a motorhead, and I'm kind of in that group too, you watch it similar to these guys that drive a line on the racetrack. Same thing for these gals in the barrel racing. You get a little bit out of sync or away from where you should be on one of those barrels. Hard to make that up on the next barrel, and that's when you see those barrels knocked down.
Well, and you have to help your horse set up those turns. What happens, the horses get to anticipating a little bit. They'll drop a shoulder. They'll start doing some things on their own, much like we watched, I think, Fred a little bit ago and hit a barrel. So some trouble for Shelly Murphy. She hits the second barrel tonight. So now it's on Jill Moody, and this, boy, what a start she's had.
Yeah, she won last night, won round 1. Number 3 in the world, still a pretty good ways behind Lindsay Sears, who had kind of a tense round 1 for her. But Jill Moody is loose and just really letting it go.
And look how correct this horse is. I mean, the nose is in just a little bit, the shoulders up, good momentum in and out of the turns, and 14 flat, the fastest run we've seen so far, and she takes the lead tonight. Last year she won $84,000 at the Wrangler NFR. She's on a great start right now to do the same thing.
Yeah, she could be picking up $34,000 over the first 2 rounds alone. Here comes the reigning world champion, Brittany Posey-Farr.
Boy, Brittany, she's such a good rider. She's so aggressive and has to be. Stitch, again, when he's correct, he's perfect. Last night she had a little trouble, hit a barrel, goes out with 14-21 tonight. So a much better run, and she is right now about 4th in this round.
You and I were talking about Lindsay Sears before we came on the air. Last night she seemed a little nervous, a little bit tense. Let's see if she can kind of change that tonight, if she's more comfortable.
Well, she's trying to win a world title, and that's a lot of pressure. Martha, you talk about a horse. This is probably the fastest, greatest horse I've seen. Out of the top 7 rodeos in the PRCA, she won 6 of them, won second at 1 of them, and she hits the third barrel tonight. Look at the time, 13:98. Would have blown the socks off him, but that 5-second penalty took her out of it. That is so bad.
And that's the one thing she can't do if she wants to hold on to the lead for this World Championship race. Remember, if you're the fastest over 10 rounds, it pays about $43,000. That's a great equalizer when you come in behind. Canadian barrel racer Deb Ringer, 7th and 8th in last night's round.
She's riding a new horse. Her great horse, Rainer. She didn't bring him here. This is a horse she actually bought from Judy McDonald. This is Harley, and she's won about $22,000 late in the season on Harley. She has confidence, 14-28. That's going to put her right around the top 6.
Cassie Mosley will be the last to go. Cassie's the only thing that stands between winning 2 rounds here to start the NFR for Joe Moody.
You know, every once in a while you'll see a new horse come into the arena that really catches your eye, and this is one of them right here. She won second in the round last night. A clean run tonight. The last girl to go. We'll see how hard this horse can run. And holy cow, look at there. 13.85. I honestly didn't know if that horse really had that much speed going. That is amazing.
You know, that was scamper-like, where it just kind of fooled you.
Yeah.
Just kind of looked relaxed, and the flashy gray mighty.